Good morning, welcome to another Vlogtober. Us two are all ready for the day with 1 minute to spare before we need to take this one to school. I'm then off to go meet some of the mums from her class for coffee. On my way home I may have to pop into the new Urban Outfitters that opened in our town yesterday. It's actually opened where the old Topshop used to be. Doug and I have some nice plans for this evening. It should be a good day. I'm going to risk not taking a coat because I'm going to walk, so I'll probably get a bit hot. Actually, I might take an umbrella because it's been a bit rainy the last couple of days. Yeah, do you want to tell them? Delilah and the rest of her school were set the challenge to take a picture you take a picture of yourself reading in an unusual place. An unusual place, yeah. So we took a picture of Delilah up the tree reading. That's the best we could do. It was very last minute. A lot of the mums and dads on the WhatsApp group yesterday were saying, oh no, we've forgotten to do it, and so we were all very last minute trying to take some photos. Anyway, should we go now, sausage? So glad I didn't wear a coat because I am really warm. So I have ended up nipping into Urban Outfitters before I head home. I'm going to try this on. I think this has to be the most risky tripod situation I've ever used. I don't quite know how you're balancing. This is currently how I have you balanced. It seems to be holding, so we'll go with it. Nothing too exciting in here. I'll show you what I got later. So I've got a cucumber that I picked up from Tesco. My hair didn't stand a chance with the wind and rain this morning. It doesn't help that I tuck it into my scarf. But if I don't tuck it into my scarf, I actually find it more uncomfortable, poofs it out. But two, I find the scarf more itchy. So I actually much prefer tucking my hair in, especially when it's windy like it is today. It actually keeps it in place. It was very 90s in Urban Outfitters. They even had So perfumes and fragrances. Who remembers So? I used to have like the So body sprays. That was a real throwback. Before I get on with anything else, I need to have some lunch. Just taking my shoes off. I'm really excited to talk about the sponsor of today's vlog, our final sponsor for this month. It's an app that I've been using for probably the best part of 8 years. It's called Clue and it's a period, ovulation and pregnancy tracking app. As you can see, it goes quite far back. It goes back to 2015. There's a break between late 2015 until March 2017. This would have been around the time that Delilah dropped her night feeds, and within that month I got my period back. Ever since, I've been using it to track my period and track my symptoms. I find it really helpful to be able to track anything you can think of, you can probably track. So my symptoms that I mostly track are pain. So you have cramps, headaches, ovulation pain, tender breasts. You can also track your emotions, you can track your energy, your skin, your motivation, sleep, mental health, digestion. They're the symptoms that I track, but there are loads of other symptoms that you can add to your tracking list. Great when I need to book in for my cervical screening, because the doctors often ask when's your next period, or they ask you because they need to do it within a certain time frame of your cycle. My short-term memory is terrible, so to be able to just have it here is great. Not only is it great to just know when you're next due your period, I just found it's been a great way to understand my body and notice correlations between bad sleep. It wasn't until I started tracking my sleep on here that I realised the week leading up to my period, I always struggle with my sleep. My mood also dips a week or two, sometimes even 3 weeks before, but it tends to be kind of the week leading up to it. I won't feel great and I'll think, oh, I'm just going to look on my app, I'll go onto Clue and I'll realise, yeah, I'm a week off my period it all makes sense. I really recommend it. I mean, I've been using it for so many years. It's just really handy to have. It's a really handy tool to have. I'll leave my link in the description. You can download Clue for free on the App Store. It's available on both iPhone and Android. I am amazed the camera didn't fall then. Quick lunch today. Going to defrost this bagel. Got some tuna, some really tuna, and some salad. It's my lunch for today. It's very quick and easy. Earlier I found these pink crepes. I'd been meaning to order her some more. We've got the crepes from Hay scattered all over the house. They're really handy. I bought her 2 of them. They're almost identical. She has a pink one in here from Hay, which has all her cardigans and jumpers in, and I thought that they could either go underneath her wardrobe here, because she has so much stuff just shoved underneath it. It would be a good place to tidy some things up and tuck things away. And I did think this, they don't fit underneath her wardrobe, so that's fine, because plan B was to use them for extra storage under her bed. So I'm going to use them for under her bed. I cannot wait to paint this room next week. I think that will end up being the last Vlogtober actually. I've said this before, there aren't many options for children's clothes, and there are barely any high street men's stores, so it's nice we have Urban Outfitters now. I feel like I've said Urban Outfitters a lot in this vlog, but it's nice that we have them now because it's an option for Doug. I didn't end up buying the coats, but I thought I'd try it on because I'm just on the hunt for a good, I say shearling, but I heard someone say shearling coat. I've always said shearling. Yeah, it just wasn't quite the right material for me. There was a stripy jumper in there, which was very me 10 years ago. I did end up getting a pair of pants because I've reached that stage where all the pants I currently own keep falling apart. I don't know about you guys, but I find it really hard to find a comfy pair of pants, and it's not like you can try them on and take them back. You never quite know what size you are. I've got pants that are too small for me, I've got pants that are too big for me, but they're my favourite pants from M&S, but I've had them since pregnancy, so they're a bit big on me. The elastic's also gone, and now they're starting to get holes in. Bought 1 pair of pants. I'm going to try them on, and if they're comfy, then I'll get some more. Riveting chat from me. I'm happy I found these. It saves me ordering any online. Oh, they also stack, because the great thing about, where are the other ones? I don't know. The great thing about the Hay ones is that they stack. I think it's about time we get rid of Delilah's plant. Her fiddle leaf fig just suddenly dropped all its leaves, and there's one hanging in there. I won't properly organise these now, but anything that's under the bed, I'll pop in these, because then at least we can get to them by sliding them, what's the word, by sliding them 2 4. It's so cute that she can read now, because, and I purposely kept her books from when she was younger in her room, because I knew that there would come a point where she would be able to read, and she can now read these simpler books. And she's also been loving reading these Dr. Seuss books herself. I don't have time to actually sort these out, but I think they'll be really useful, and I'll sort them out properly another time. I'm just about to film a short clip of some of the books that I mentioned in my Q&A video. I don't know which Vlogtober that was. I did a Q&A, someone asked about my favourite books, and I want to film a 5-10 second clip of me showing the books to insert in the vlog, and then I need to sort out the thumbnail and make sure that's all good to go. Our ghosts have turned on. The lights are on a timer, and I don't know what the timer is, so they just kind of randomly come on whenever they feel like it. Tonight's vlog is all edited and good to go, and I've had the thumbs up for approval, so that's perfect, because it's always slightly worried when I need approval quickly, and sort of got my fingers crossed that it gets done on time. Where shall I film this? Shall I do it on the table? Oh, I need to know what order to do them in. Hang on, I made a list. I made a note. No. Let's try that again. Right, let's get this on the computer. Oops. Where it is. Here we go. Right, there we go. Favourite books. This is where I leave you, half a world away, one day, cool. Right, I'm going to export that. Export, replace. Usually make a few options. Not that one, no. Maybe that one. Oh, actually, maybe that one. I'm just going to drag in. So I've taken lots of screenshots and I'm now going to go through them, drag into Photoshop any that I think, oh, that might work. Don't mind them, they'll come around, not gonna let you down. You're a liar. And you know that it's alright now, because I told you it's alright now, didn't I? We go la 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 la. She go la 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 la. It's a few hours later. Obviously Delilah's back from school, Doug's back from work. Doug and I are actually off out this evening. Doug's mum's going to be around soon. She's going to stay here with Delilah whilst we go out. I'm almost out of my Beauty Pie super healthy skin. I love this stuff. I need to remember to get some more of this. What are you doing?
Some colouring.
It's some colouring. I like it. You've got Bluey on as well.
Yeah.
Looks like you're having a great time in here. Doug's been busy the last couple of days. He's been getting all the gravel down the side of the house and filling up these planters. He's drawing on the window. Missy. Bye bye, Bubba.
You want some gravel?
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Where we've taken the tree down, quite easy.
We've hit a little bit of traffic. We're hoping to get there with enough time to get some dinner. Or at least sit down and have dinner. If not, last resort is find somewhere fast, like a Leon or a McDonald's. I've just realised I've not said what we're doing. We've come to see My Policeman, which came out in cinemas today. It's not showing in our cinema though, so we've had to come all the way to Bluewater. It's not too, it's definitely further than our local cinema. It's not too bad to get to. I read the book a couple of months ago and I've said before, it's one of my favourites. I really enjoyed it, so I'm really looking forward to seeing this. You ready?
Yep.
Yep. My phone. Oh, the weather's taken a turn. Can't believe how dark it is already. Can't believe how dark it is already. You probably can't hear me because of the wind. Hope we find some food before we go in. We've come to ASK. Say ask or ASK?
I don't know. No, I've always
said ASK. Anyway, we've found food. It's so small in here.
So they made me feel.
The chairs recline.
No, no.
You're comfy.
If you knew what I knew in terms of what we would do to look after you, I would just say, contact us to book it out.
Your water.
Time home.
Thought
I
it's
don't
time
know
to
how.
be real.
Is it Be Real? When did it go off? Oh no, did it go off just now? Oh no. No, what am I doing?
Looking down on your back.
Oh, okay.
Don't tell people I've got to.
When did it go off?
I don't know.
7, Be Real with me. I don't know how to feel about that film. It was good, but I don't know. I don't want to be that person that says, oh, the book was so much better, because I always feel like, well, you guys might go flying. I always think you can't make a film exactly like a book, because they're not the same. They're just not the same. You can't make them the same. There's got to be changes, because the way a film comes across is very different to how, you know, a book is. I did cry a little bit at the end, but not as much as I normally do with most films. It felt a bit of a disconnect, because it just felt a bit sort of, it was quite quick. How did you find it?
It was a good story. I didn't really buy into Harry Styles' character too much.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. So I went to go see Don't Worry Darling with my friend when I went to hers the start of the month. I really enjoyed Don't Worry Darling. I thought his acting was great. His character in this film, I don't know. I don't know whether it was the accent or whether that was just how his character was meant to be.
Yeah, I don't know whether his character was supposed to be sort of a bit. I don't know. It just didn't seem. It seemed like he was acting.
Yeah, it very much felt like he was acting. Yeah. Definitely see the film, but I would 100% recommend the book. Hello, Witchy.
Hello. I can see Sue turning you into a frog.
I think I may end up combining today's vlog and yesterday's days together for this vlog. We have come to Groombridge Place. Don't think we've ever been here before, and they're holding a Halloween event over this weekend and the whole of half term. So this weekend and all of when this vlog goes up, it'll be this weekend, and yeah, we don't quite know what to expect. We know that the people that did Delilah's princess birthday party a couple of years ago are here, doing lots of activities and shows. Yeah, don't know what to expect, but it should be a fun afternoon out. And this one has dressed appropriately.
As a witch.
As a witch.
There's water under the bridge.
Oh yeah, there might be a troll under the bridge. I can't handle how cute her little plats look with her hat and her dress. This dress, I've just realised we're kind of matching with our stripes. I'm amazed this dress still fits her. So I got this for her last year, and I didn't think it would still fit. So what do we want to do first? Through we go. Oh, you can see how dirty my lens is.
All the way down the bottom of the garden.
We are just queuing to get into the Witch and Wizards training school. These two have their drinks.
Hello! Hello! Just the one witch! Of course! Follow round! Potions and cast your own spells. What's your name? Delilah. Delilah. Well, my name is Delilah. And I think we would make a right pair, don't you? We'd be a good pair, us. Best of friends, forever and ever, never, 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 never. Oh, sorry, I think I got a bit stuck. Should we get a photograph together? Okay, ready? Big smiles.
Big smiles, cheese! Looks amazing! Time to go to the Pixie and Pumpkin show. What's in here? Let's go find the pumpkin trail. Yeah, found one pumpkin.
I found another one.
We are on the hunt for 5 pumpkins.
What letter is it? So we've got a T, a R here.
What's that say? Oh, Daddy.
Shall we play chess? Right.
Oh, knock him down. Good job. Came back to the car at the right time because it's just started raining. I feel like I'm doing a lot of vlogging in the car. This vlog. I'm gonna run into Sainsbury's and get Spitz for dinner. Are you coming with me? Yeah. Come on then, let's go.
It's a very kind hat.
Get a couple of these ones. Thank you. Thank you. We've not been up to much since we've been back home. Delilah's been doing her Bluey magazine. I've been making dinner. We've got dinner currently. Whoops! So dinner is all done. I'm just cooking. Got a wash load on. Doug booked us a table for a pub lunch tomorrow after we go pumpkin picking. I'm really looking forward to. Can't beat a good Sunday roast, especially at a pub. Not much else to update you on. These ghosts have a mind of their own. They were on this morning, but they're still on now. But they do turn off, and I can't work out the timers on the. They've got they have little tea lights, fake tea lights in them, and I can't work out the timer setting. I'm wanting to light some candles, which I don't know why I'm vlogging because you've seen me light candles a million times. Ooh, should we go for, this is quite a Christmassy one. I do love it. I'm tempted to burn this one. You know what, I'm gonna go for this today. I need matches. Doesn't this smell like Christmas?
Yeah.
What reminds you of Christmas? Yeah. No. A couple of you noticed how we were accidentally coordinating with our clothes a couple of weekends ago. We all somehow had cream knitwear on, and she had a cream cardigan and we both had cream jumpers on. And then somehow we've managed to coordinate again today.
Go beige.
Very beige. Okay, get off. This jumper is And Other Stories last year? So I'm standing over here because the light, actually maybe if I move you around. Help? No, not really. It's not really the best lighting, is it? This jumper, I don't know if this was And Other Stories last year or the year before. I don't know if they'll have something similar. I forgot how much I like this actually. It's very comfy. This is us for the evening. We're going to catch up on Gogglebox. Let's go back into the living room because the lighting's a bit funny in here. Ooh. What was I saying? I keep losing my train of thought. I realised the other day that I've been on YouTube now for 12 years, over 12 years now, because technically, I don't know the exact date that I started this channel. I know it was towards the end of October, but yeah, my other channel, which used to be my main channel, I started in September 2010. Yeah, technically I've been on YouTube for more than 12 years now, but 12 years. Oh, I can't wait until we have our Christmas tree here. Hello. Hello, gorgeous. Did you have a nice day today? Was it fun?
Yeah.
I really want to, I keep saying this, but I want to look through some of my old videos at some point. It would be really fun to grab lots of clips and do a montage over the last 12 years, but that would take a long time to do that, so I won't be able to do that soon, but yeah, at some point I should do that. I started when I was 17 and I was still in sixth form. I was still in sixth form. Why can't I say that? I was still in 6th form. There we go. I turned 18, I became an adult, I met Doug. I mean, Doug and I met when we were 19, and you've seen me get my first flat, you've seen us get our first flat together, you've seen us have Delilah, you've seen us get engaged. So for those of you who have been around for all of that, thank you. And for those of you who have joined recently or at some point throughout those 12 years, thank you. Yeah, here's to, I don't know, however many years. When people say, how long do you see yourself doing YouTube for? And I don't know. Like, even if I said, right, I'm not doing YouTube anymore, I don't ever think I would completely just disappear. I would feel like I'd want to check in even just every now and again. It's funny how invested you get in people's lives. There's a couple of people that I watch on YouTube that I think, oh my goodness, if they stopped uploading, I would always find myself every now and again, if you know, 10, 20 years later, thinking, oh, I wonder how they're getting on. Funny one, isn't it? So I'd find myself wanting to check in, even if I completely stopped doing it at some point. But yeah, anyway, I need to get this sausage into bed. Shall we say goodbye? Shall we end the vlog? Because we're going to see them tomorrow. We're going to go. I'm really looking forward to getting pumpkin picking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See you tomorrow.
You're a pro.
Bye.
Bye.